What if I told you that your entire reality is being shaped by one thing? Not your money, not your intelligence, not your circumstances, but your attention and your intention. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same event. One person sees failure and gives up. The other person sees a lesson that can change their entire life. It's the same event, but a different reality. So what changed? Their focus. And I think that's one of the most powerful truths about being a human being. Over the past few months, I've been thinking a lot about consciousness, philosophy, and why some people seem trapped in lives that they hate while others completely reinvent themselves. I started wondering, can we actually create new realities for ourselves? Not by breaking the laws of physics or by opening magical portals, but by changing what we consistently think about, feel deeply about, and act upon. To me, the answer is yes, and I think some of the greatest philosophers in history might agree. A few months ago, I felt like my world was ending. Everything seemed negative. I couldn't imagine my life looking any different. But fast forward to now, I have new goals, new ideas, a completely different perspective. Did I move to another universe? No. But it feels like I entered a different world because my attention changed. I started focusing on learning, on building, on philosophy, on creating. My reality changed because my focus changed. One philosopher that really changed the way I think is Baruch Spinoza. Spinoza believed that God and nature are one and the same. He also believed that freedom comes from understanding ourselves and understanding reality. He didn't think freedom meant doing whatever you want. He thought freedom meant becoming less controlled by confusion, fear, and impulse. The more clearly you understand your mind, the more effectively you can act. To me, that's incredibly powerful because so many of us live our lives on autopilot. We give our attention to whatever is loudest: social media, drama, fear, comparison. But what if we became intentional with our attention? How different would our lives look? I've been thinking about consciousness as three things working together: thought, feeling, and action. You think about something, you feel something about it, and then you act. When those three things align towards a goal, incredible things can happen. Think about becoming a YouTuber. First you imagine it, then you become excited about it, then you actually start making videos. Without action, the dream stays a dream. Without emotion, you lose motivation. Without thought, you have no direction. All three matter. I think a lot of people are mentally time traveling. Some people are living in the past, they're replaying mistakes that happened years ago. Other people are living in the future, they're anxious about things that haven't even happened yet. Meanwhile, the present moment is passing them by. The present is where your actions happen. The present is where you build. The present is where you change. You can't act in yesterday and you cannot act in tomorrow. You can only act right now in this present moment. So, maybe one of the most important questions we can ask ourselves is, where is my attention? Because wherever your attention goes, your life often follows. If your attention is on negativity all day, negativity starts to shape your experience. If your attention is on learning, building, and improving, those things start shaping your life instead. I don't think we control everything that happens to us, but I do think that we have more control over our focus than sometimes we realize. And I think that might be one of the greatest powers we have. Maybe consciousness isn't about learning all the answers. Maybe it's about becoming aware of where our attention is and choosing it more intentionally. Maybe creating a new reality starts with something much simpler than we think. Maybe it starts by asking, what am I giving my attention to today? Because if attention shapes experience, then changing your attention might be the first step toward changing your life. If you've ever felt like you've entered a completely different version of your life, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective.